please use headphones or monitors to get the best listening experience from this video. Today I'm going to be using BassShaper by WA Production. BassShaper is, well, a bass shaping plugin that allows you to sculpt your bass sound from flabby and muddy to tight and punchy. It's also super easy to use and has a great bank of presets. Let's have a quick look at what each of the main knobs does. In the center we have the subtone button, which adds a layer of bass under your sound to give it more weight, with sub, center and high settings based on which register you want to affect. On the left we have deboom and demud knobs, which reduce unwanted frequencies that regularly cause issues with bass, and level, which compresses the dynamics. On the right we have transient shaping knobs. Punch changes the attack, while fade affects the tail. There's the EQ panel with a high pass filter, and the enhance panel with some effects which bring out lovely distortion and saturation. Now we're familiar with BassShaper, let's try it out on some bass lines. Here's an unprocessed 808 line. Let's see what BassShaper can do. As you can hear, BassShaper has removed some mud and boom, significantly increased the attack and added a nice level of saturation to our 808. Let's hear a before and after. Now that was a very low end bass. Let's try something a little bit more in the mid-range with this 303 line. Let's make this 303 pop out. I'll start with a preset and go from there. BassShaper has given our bassline a jolt of energy in the upper mids. Transient shaping has given it more clarity, and the enhanced effects have added some analog grit. This will set much better in a mix now. Let's hear a before and after. Now for a slightly different challenge, let's try some electric bass. This raw example is pretty muddy and loose sounding. Let's tighten it up and remove some of that mud. using the leveler to get a more consistent volume, alongside the demudder and some EQing to remove some unwanted rumble, all supported in the right areas by that mid-range subtone knob, we now have a consistent punchy bass that will cut through a busy mix. Let's hear a before and after. There you go, BassShaper is great at removing unwanted frequencies and adding ones in you want, all alongside a great transient shaping system and easy to use EQ, finished off with some great sounding enhancers. Grab BassShaper today.